Hi, I'm Jonay DeBrule at Stone Coop Farm, and today we're going to talk about how do you water and how much do you water. So the first thing we're going to talk about are the hydrants and the hoses. So you may remember that Beth had mentioned the way these are set up is we have these two nozzles here, and when they are across where the water comes out, they're closed. Same with this one. So when you get done using the hoses, what you need to do is make sure that these are all in line, not across, because it's super frustrating to have all of these off after you hook the hose on, turn it on, and walk 150 feet down, and then realize that one of these is turned off. So whenever you get done and whenever you start, make sure that everything is in line. So basically, as the refresher, these are quick disconnects. So you push this guy in and you push this one, make sure it seals, tug on it, and that means it's secure. And then after that, you can actually push the hydrant down and make sure you use a little bit of force. And our hose is all ready to go. So when I figure out whether I need to water or not, the first thing I do is I check the soil. So I actually will pick the soil up, stick my hands in, and I'll clump it and see if it sticks together. And since it falls apart like this tells me for sure I need to put some water on the soil. So this bed here looks like it's wet enough just from the top, but I still do a scoop. I squeeze it together, and it doesn't quite stay. So I still need to put some water on this bed because it's really hot in here today. The hoop houses are almost 90 because it's nice and sunny. So once I water the beds, I will actually stick my hands in again, try to go down maybe about 1.5 inches, squeeze it, and you see how it sticks together? This is perfectly watered. We want all of this water to go down almost 2 inches. So one of the checks I also do is I'll just check it with my finger. So I go down past the first knuckle to see if it's wet about 1 inch. So if you stick your finger in, dig down about 1 inch or 2, and then you can see the soil still wet, it still feels really good, and then you can still do the squeeze test. Then I know I don't need to water this bed. So at first glance, this bed looks like it's wet. But if you scratch down just 1/8 of an inch, you can see it's still dry and it won't stick together. So make sure you actually water it several times until it soaks down to at least 1 inch. So oftentimes when people water the houses, the places we always miss are at our feet and at the far end of the house on the opposite side. So my guess is, when you look at these 3 beds, that whoever watered this house was standing right here. Because you can see where they didn't get near the end of the bed, but they got on the 2 opposite from where their feet were. So when you take good care and water our plants the way they need to be watered, you get these beautiful and gorgeous curly roja, as well as all the other crops in the field. So just pay attention to watering. We really appreciate it. Thanks.